At some point, we expect him to come out of this and get into a different gear.
The body work of Antonio Margarito in this second round has really slowed Cotto down. He's made him tuck his hands in a little bit, and that's been a very big difference.
Right, left, right, and then a big left for Cotto. And you get the smile on Margarito's face, which means that hurt. Always.
It's living up to what was called a special fight.
Listen to me, Cesar Castillo. You need to be more explosive. Now we listen to Evangelista Cotto. Don't worry about the blood in your nose. How do you feel? Okay? Everything's good.
Well, here is Margarito coming in with the left hook, right hand. Jab, right hand coming through. Good work here, and Cotto being forced to back up.
And here Cotto goes to work with his back to the ropes. So we saw that excellent body movement and footwork, and comes back with that left cross.
And even though so many years ago it was, this has such a Leonard Hearns feel to it, both in style and how these guys are attacking.
Oh, there's not anything being held back. Cotto going to the body, then going back upstairs. Gonna go back to more of the movement he was showing in round one. Picked off an uppercut there for Margarito.
An excellent basket defense there. He brought the forearm across, blocked that because he knows that Margarito can go to the body extremely well with both hands.
Wildly missing with a right hook was Margarito. Accurate jabs from Cotto. Last round he got away from his lateral movement, and I think he paid the price. You guys probably have it 1 round each through 2. But we don't even have time to do scores. They keep throwing punches.
Well, what's going to matter here is whether Cotto gets the chance to get in and be the lead puncher, which at some point in this fight you suspect he'll try to do that. He's playing the countering role here. The question is, what happens then?
Good precision by Miguel Cotto. I think that's been the difference so far, especially in this round. The fact that he throws a lot of punches, but he lands most of them. Margarito's looking to land 2 or 3 and not much more. But he's powerful, and that's what he's betting on.
Cotto needs to get away from that corner. Now he's turned it around on Margarito. Back to the center of the ring. You'll see this all night, as long as it lasts, for Margarito stalking, taking punches, trying to impose his will upon Cotto.
Cotto's done a pretty good job thus far in the fight cutting off the ring, which is a big factor because of the fact that Cotto is moving side to side, trying to diffuse him.
Beautiful body work.
We got a clash there. We got a clash there, and Cotto looked at Kenny Bayless. I think he took a head right on the nose, guys. The blood spurted out. Good left hand from Cotto. Margarito's still coming.
Cotto's doing extremely well on the move. He's moving well to his left. We talked about how important that was for him to keep moving left because it sets up his body shots.
There's a low blow. Warning coming from Kenny Bayless. I'm not surprised at all at the pace of this fight that we got one of those already, not to mention some head knocking in there.
It's what we expected. Both of these guys go to the body. You're used to the Mexican fighters being able to finish a fight that way, but Cotto's just as good, if not better.
Fight truly living up to the hype. This is not a ballet, folks. It's going to get ugly in there.
Really have established an excellent pace, and these guys have not been cheated on their punches, landing good quality shots.
Good combination of the chin inside from Cotto. Ooh. And Margarito answers by just keeping coming forward, and he took another one at the end.
When you land on the inside, you're going to do well. He can't do much. Breathe deeply. How's this punch? No, he's all right. Even if you hit slow, I need you to box.
And this is what it looked like in that round, with Margarito coming in, but Cotto timing him well and landing the shots up the middle, feeling that it was a telegraphed offense coming from Margarito. See the duck there and the counter. We may see more of that from Cotto.
Antonio Margarito is a one-dimensional fighter. He prods forward. He's willing to take punishment in order to land his. But when you've got a guy like Miguel Cotto, who's not particularly elusive, but he moves just enough not to get caught flush, that's going to be frustrating for Margarito as the fight progresses.
Round 4, the first 3 rounds have blazed through. And Cotto's going to need those extra boxing skills to get past this guy tonight, because the indication of Margarito is he's not too concerned about how he's getting hit. But over the time of a fight, there'll be attrition. I guarantee you it'll add up to something if he continues to get hit like that.
Well, here's what we'll keep our eye on. When Margarito attacks on the inside, Cotto's been doing a good job getting away from it. Now the question is, if he steps into another gear and switches into offense more quickly, he'll get more power on his counters. He's starting to get comfortable with the style that Margarito is throwing at him. He's setting traps now.
It's excellent. But good uppercut right there for Cotto. He liked that. I'm not sure Margarito did, but that was a very nice uppercut.
Margarito is somewhat unsure of what to throw when Cotto gives him angles. He finally is able to land based on the jab going first, but he's not really sure what to throw because Cotto's defense is so solid.
What we had up till now is Cotto coming in, waiting on Margarito and firing. We're starting to see a few more times where Cotto fires before Margarito does, after Margarito walks to him.
Uppercut again, that left-hand uppercut. Margarito doesn't have a reverse gear, folks. So he may get hit, but he's going in one direction. And that's right back at you.
The only way he's going to go backwards is if Cotto keeps punching him that way. He can't keep walking into the jabs because Cotto follows it up most of the time like he did there.
That's what Dave was talking about. Cotto gets off first there as he comes forward. Now Cotto's getting more comfortable to fire the first shot.
You know, if a guy is one-dimensional and you keep studying it and you make moves against it, you try different things, you get bolder. And Cotto is getting bolder as Margarito comes to him and misses.
Misses wildly over the top.
You know, one of those things that everyone talks about is the reach advantage and height advantage. The one advantage the shorter fighter has is those uppercuts that come from down under, and that's what Cotto's trying to use to his advantage because Margarito's leaning in towards him and he's catching him flush.
Good round so far for Cotto. He's leaving nothing in the toolbox tonight, folks. He's got it all.
And if you're going to win the fight as a counter puncher, you have to be extremely accurate, which Cotto is, because you're getting fewer chances. These are some very big uppercuts.
Landing a lot of points over there on Cotto. I mean, on Margarito.
He's undressing him now on the inside.
Another good round for you.
Vuelve, vamos, déjame el ojo. Vamos.
Let me work on that eye, says Miguel Diaz.
Vuelve. Ese tipo está frustrado ya, ¿ok? Ese está frustrado ya.
He's
Sigue usando
frustrated
eso,
already.
de aquí a allá.
You need to keep moving.
Ya la nariz está dominada.
Here is Cotto waiting on Margarito and then nailing him with the uppercut. Now, these punches have more impact than they did earlier. Margarito answers there, gets a couple. But Cotto is stepping into more shots and getting more into them.
The big difference here is that when Margarito lands on Cotto, he catches him moving. When Cotto lands on Margarito, he catches him coming in or static, and that's the difference in terms of the effectiveness of those punches.
We're already into round 5. Seems like we just started, guys. That's what a fast-paced fight will do for you. And we expected no less. We knew what was going to happen tonight based on these styles coming into this fight.
People definitely getting their money's worth both in the arena and here on Top Rank pay-per-view.
Well, they are setting an extraordinary pace.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays into it. But as we've mentioned many times, guys, Cotto's demeanor doesn't change before, during, or after. He just seems like he was born to do this.
And that's why he can fight this style. He can wait for a guy to come at him, let the punches whiz by,